Alright, let's get real here. Don Lorenzo versus Michael Kaiser should never been compared, not even a little. On one hand, we have Lorenzo. He came in looking slick with the aura, goofy but deadly vibe, and he absolutely bodybagged Kaiser during some parts of the Bastard versus Ubers match. On another hand, we've got Kaiser that managed to score a bicycle kick despite getting blocked by every defender in Ubers. But people are seriously overhyping that one performance from both of them, and to really compare them, there's more than just statistics comparisons. When you lay it all out, the consistency, the impact, the game-breaking plays, and the people they've clashed with, it becomes painfully obvious that both aren't that far from each other. First off, let's just talk about consistency, because this is where Kaiser straight up smokes him. Kaiser has been one of the top dogs since day one. He didn't need multiple matches or some special awakening moment. He walked onto the field with Noel Noah, the best striker in the world, and made it very clear he wasn't there to play second fiddle. From the very first moment, Kaiser showed that he could dominate a match not just with goals, but with his presence alone. His off-ball movement constantly warps the positioning of defenders, his spatial awareness is elite, and the way he forces multiple people to react to him just so someone else can make a play, that's top-tier striker behavior. Lorenzo has moments of shine, no doubt, but he doesn't control the match the way Kaiser does. He reacts to it. And look, I'm not denying Lorenzo's a freak of nature on defense. That dude lunges like a damn anime character, and I mean he is, but his ability to close the gap out of nowhere is just wild, and when he's locked in, it feels like no one's getting past him. To be fair, from many perspectives, the Lorenzo we saw so far is just his base version. This means that this version of Lorenzo hasn't acquired any power up unlike players like Kaiser or Sei that already revealed their weapons. Because of that, we won't know the power gap of the full power Lorenzo. But putting that aside, Lorenzo hasn't even played against PXG yet. That means no Loki, no Rin, no Shido. We have no clue how he'd hold up against actual chaos-fueled attackers who don't play by the book. Meanwhile, Kaiser's been tested against everything Blue Lock can throw at him. Isagi's meta vision, Hiyori's game IQ, Noah's domination, and yeah, even Lorenzo himself. And he's still scoring, still adapting, still relevant. He's faced more styles, more strategies, and more world-class threats, and that experience shows every time he steps on the pitch. And about that whole Lorenzo stopped the Kaiser impact argument, yeah, cool, he did. Once. But you know who else did? Charles Chevalier. And Charles isn't even a defender. He's a playmaker. That completely kills the idea that stopping Kaiser impact is some god-tier defensive feat. Like, if two separate players have done it now, one of them not even a defender, it kind of loses its magic. Not saying Kaiser impact is useless, but it's one of many tools in Kaiser's kit. He's not a one-trick pony. Even when his shots get blocked, he keeps evolving his style, repositioning, and dragging defenses out of shape just by existing. You can't keep him down. That's what makes him terrifying. Now, if we want to talk about impact, Kaiser just wipes the floor here. The man is like gravity. Every time he's on the field, the whole game starts to orbit around him. Defenders adjust their shape, midfielders second-guess their passes, even his own teammates sometimes struggle to keep up. The game literally bends around Kaiser's positioning and decisions. Lorenzo, for all his defensive power, doesn't command that kind of influence. He plays his role well, sure, but he's not bending the game to his will. And don't even get me started on the way they bounce back from failure. Kaiser got clowned by Isagi. That's facts. Isagi figured him out and made him look like a fool at times. But what did Kaiser do? He didn't rage quit or break down, he adapted. He started analyzing his flaws, and you can tell he's ready to evolve. That's the mark of a future world-class player. Lorenzo, when Hiyori beat him multiple times during the Ubers game, there was no sign of growth or change. He just kept lunging and hoping for the best. His whole style is based on high-risk, high-reward gambles, and when they don't pay off, he looks lost. Hiyori literally embarrassed him using a rainbow flick. That says a lot, because if we take a closer look into real football, getting a rainbow flicked by an opponent is real disrespect because it's incredibly hard to pull it off. So tell me, if Hiyori can do that to Lorenzo, what do you think someone like, say, Loki or a fully unlocked Isagi would do? And honestly, we can't ignore the money factor. Despite Lorenzo's whole motive about money, Kaiser's salary is way bigger than what Lorenzo has. The NEL ranked him near the top, and that's not by accident. That's cold, hard recognition from the world. Coaches, managers, and scouts see Kaiser as a future superstar. Meanwhile, Lorenzo's salary is shockingly low, especially for someone considered part of the new Gen 11. That's not a good look. If you're supposedly one of the best U20 players in the world, but the market isn't valuing you, it either means your skill set isn't that valuable long-term, or people don't trust your mentality. And Lorenzo has both problems. His ego is non-existent, and that's actually a weakness in Blue Lock. You need hunger, you need selfishness, and Lorenzo just doesn't seem to care. He's goofy, laid back, and yeah, that's fun for fans, but it doesn't translate into dominance at the highest level. Now, let's go even deeper into the other side of this matchup, the weapons they use. Let's start with their actual tools on the field. Kaiser's got one of the most iconic weapons in Blue Lock, the Kaiser Impact. Say what you want about how it's been countered, but that shot still requires elite level vision, timing, and positioning. It's not just about raw power, it's a spatially controlled curved missile that forces the keeper to commit early. And the fact that it came from a self-learned, ego-fueled process makes it even more impressive. Kaiser built that weapon himself to stand out next to the world's best striker, and it worked. Then we'll have Lorenzo, whose agility is insane. His unexpected charges are just too good. It's just a natural trait he abuses well. He lunges, jukes, and closes gaps like a maniac, and while that makes him a wild card. However, most of his real weapons still remain unknown, or he could have no weapons at all, like just a regular defender who's crazy good at shocking players left and right. But because of this, it's even harder to scale Lorenzo above Kaiser due to how he showed most of his bad side during the Neo-Egoist League. And then there's Kaiser's metavision. Yeah, Isagi leveled up and surpassed him at some point, but don't forget, Kaiser was ahead of everyone in reading the field before Isagi's awakening. His combination of predator eyes and metavision isn't just for show, it's why he constantly positions himself perfectly for goals, draws defenders out of shape, and punishes even small mistakes in spacing. His metavision, while not as instinctive as Isagi's, is still deadly efficient. Lorenzo, on the other hand, doesn't even have confirmed metavision. People argue he has insane perception or even predator eyes based on manga art cues and movement patterns, and yeah, he's definitely sharp for this part, but he's not processing the entire field the way Kaiser or Isagi are. His reads are tight in one-on-one scenarios, but when the game opens up or becomes chaotic, he doesn't command it the way vision-based players do. Vision is scalable. It grows with the player. Agility and lunging, those are hard-capped tools that hit a limit. Now, if we talk about reputation and recognition, this is where things get really awkward for Lorenzo fans. Because let's be real, outside of the manga hyping him up as a new Gen 11, who actually respects Lorenzo on a global scale? You don't see world-class players like Noel Noah, Lavinho, or Chris Prince name-dropping him. He's not being used as a benchmark or a threat. There's no aura around his name. Compare that to Kaiser, who got acknowledged by Noah, faced head-on by Isagi, and was so hyped up that he got top striker billing for Bastard München even with Noah on the team. The fact that Kaiser has world-class pros actively scheming around him or testing him says everything. But even then, Lorenzo's salary was shockingly low for someone ranked in the new Gen 11. That's not just bad luck, that's the world telling you they don't see long-term value yet. Kaiser, meanwhile, is being paid like a future superstar. He is a stock on the rise. Lorenzo's salary looks like a budget signing for vibes. And finally, let's just be honest, Kaiser has that main rival energy. He's not just a powerful player, he's the guy Isagi has to overcome. The entire Bastard München arc is shaped around this rivalry. That alone means he's going to keep getting stronger, more relevant, and more dangerous as the story progresses. Lorenzo? He definitely also has some potential in the World Cup arc since we haven't really seen his true power, but so far from every factor in the manga, he only showed off against Kaiser and shut him down, but that was it. It didn't lead to character growth, it didn't lead to a new weapon. It was just a cool flex. Lorenzo was also underwhelming against Isagi and other players. Meanwhile, Kaiser's been evolving since then. He's rebuilding his partnership with Ness and reshaping his ego, and let's just say he's getting ready to challenge Rin and Loki head-on when that arc comes around. That trajectory screams World Cup ready. We'll probably see more of Lorenzo's ability by then, and Kaiser may even awaken new abilities. So from here onwards, Kaiser still clears Lorenzo by a mile, but I don't see that changing even in the World Cup, because in the end of the Neo-Egoist League, Ness said something that hinted a huge comeback from Kaiser's side. Because of this, Kaiser may just rise way more than Lorenzo will. Obviously, I think Lorenzo is a really interesting character and deserves to be better than how he is right now, but he just doesn't show the necessary feat yet. And if you like this video and want future Blue Lock videos like these, alongside daily shorts, upload, subscribe to the channel, and comment down your thoughts. Till then, we'll see you guys in the next one.